Fifth, necessity, compulsion. Must, have to, have got to, had go to. First, we use have to and must to say that it is necessary to do something. Sometimes we can use either of them. Examples: A. You must study sincerely if you want to score good marks. B. You have to study sincerely if you want to do well. Second, have to is used for suggesting some kind of compulsion, or there is some rule which has to be followed or the situation requires it. Examples: A. You must spend time with your children. I want you to do that. B. We have to sign the register when we enter this building. That's the rule. C. I can't jog for too long. I have to take a break. This situation demands that I take a break. Third, must does not have a past tense form. So we can use must to talk about the present or the future. Examples: A. We must attend the meeting now. Present. B. We must attend the meeting tomorrow. Future. But we can use have to in all tenses. Examples: A. I had to buy medicine from the chemist shop. Past. B. I have to buy medicine from the chemist shop. Present. C. I will have to buy medicine from the chemist shop. Future. Fourth, in questions and negative sentences with have to, we normally use do, does, did. Examples: A. Did you have to work till late every day? B. Did the students have to carry their identity cards? Fifth, we often use have to, but we can also use have got to instead of have to. Examples: A. We have got to complete the project by next week. B. I have got to take my medicine before I leave the office. Remember, have got to or had got to can be used in place of have to or had to. Must is used when the speaker insists something has to be done. Have to or had to is used for suggesting external compulsion, some kind of a rule, the demand of the situation. Sixth, should, must not, or don't have to. Read the conversation between two friends. Ravi, your eyesight has become weak. You should eat carrots. You should also go for an eye checkup. I will do that. First, we use should to make a suggestion or to give advice. Second, should is not so strong as must or have to. Examples: A. You should exercise every day. It's the right advice for you. B. We must carry the driving license while driving any vehicle. It is an advice for you. C. You have to drink a lot of water during summer to avoid dehydration. Third, mustn't, don't have to. Examples: A. You mustn't hit your pet. It is necessary that you do not hit your pet. B. Example: You don't have to give any money to a beggar. There is no need to give any money to a beggar, but if you want to, you can. Remember, don't, doesn't have, suggest no need to do, but do it if you like. Mustn't, suggest prohibition, don't do. Fourth, should have. Should have done means that it would be the right thing to do, but it wasn't done. Example: Pooja should have informed the teacher that she had not completed her assignment. Seventh, promise. Will, shall. First, will and shall are used for conveying some kind of promise or assurance. Will with I and we and shall with other subjects suggest promise. Examples: A. We will join you for dinner. Promise. B. You shall be provided with all the modern facilities in the apartment. Assurance. Remember, however, these days we generally use will with all subjects to refer to future time. But will with I and we is not enough to suggest promise. We should say, I promise I will. We assure you we will. Second, ought to. Ought to conveys that it would be the right thing to do with a greater sense of responsibility and as a moral duty. Examples: A. You ought to look after your grandparents. B. You ought to pay the taxes on time. Ought to also suggests that it is the right thing to do. Nowadays, both should and ought to are used for conveying the same idea. Remember, should is used for giving suggestion, advice, general, mild. Must suggests the speaker insists something to be done. Ought to indicates moral obligation to do something. Should have suggests that something was right to do but was not done. 8th, request. Can, could, will, would. First, can and could are used more often than will and would. Could and would are more polite than will and can. Examples: A. Can you switch on the fan? B. Could you make some lemonade for me? Remember, can, could commonly used for making requests. Could, will more polite than can and will. 9th, prohibition. Mustn't, ought not to. Examples: A. You mustn't talk in the library. It is prohibited. B. You ought not to throw stones at animals. It is not right. C. You ought not to talk rudely with elders. The modal mustn't suggests prohibition. Ought not to means more like shouldn't. Remember, ought not to suggests that doing something won't be right. Must not is used for conveying a prohibition to do something. 10th, absence of necessity. Needn't have, didn't need to. Examples: A. You needn't have brought your car. You have brought your car, but actually there was no need to bring it. B. She did not need to bring her car. She did not bring her car because she thought there was no need to bring it. 11th, to express wish, may or dare. First, may is generally used for expressing a wish. Examples: A. May you be blessed with good health. B. May you be blessed with all the happiness. Second, dare means not to be afraid to do something that requires courage. It is mostly used in negative sentences and in questions. Examples: A. I dare not go into a dense forest at night. B. Dare you enter an old deserted place all alone? C. I dare not challenge the boxer to fight with me.